God's on the go. Stevens Pruett and the Boner. We're in Hollywood again, right?
Again.
Yeah.
Stuck inside of Hollywood.
And,
You are correct, sir.
And this next thing is you're going to hear is with that idiot. What's his name?
Iced Clay.
Iced Clay.
Andrew Dice.
Yeah, that's Andrew Dice Clay. Yeah.
Yeah. And
The Dice Man.
And he had this hat on, this really stupid-looking hat. Looked like a reservoir on a condom, you know?
Yeah.
And I'm trying to get his hat off. I said, what do you have that hat on for? I didn't know it. He was raising hair plugs.
Yeah.
Oh, did he get...
Well, you just listen.
Listen. There's Dice.
Three guys to do the job of one. Look at this.
Hey.
Go
We are
figure.
in Houston.
Well, this is Stevens. I'm Pruitt, and this is Eddie the Boner Sanchez.
How you doing, Dice?
Okay. Who's the funny one? That's the one. I
The
wanna-
funny one. We
Oh,
don't.
there.
All three is.
You're
right?
the funny one, Dice.
That's right.
Yeah.
Andrew Dice Clay. You didn't even announce me. You say,
Andrew Dice
"Kind of
Clay,
radio station."
the funniest guy's the guy who
Yeah.
sold you that hat.
What's that?
Where'd you get
This
that hat?
is the kid salami hat.
That's
Who's
a
got
what?
a problem with
A
that?
what?
It's not a problem. It's just a very unusual hat. A lot of people wear
I'm a
berets.
very unusual person.
It looks like a giant condom had a flat or something. I don't know what. What's
It's
that?
It's stupid radio humor. You guys got to get on stage.
Oh
That's
yeah,
what you
yeah.
gotta do.
Okay,
The
Dice.
condom hat. Come on.
Well,
you
I
know-
like the jacket. It's got snakes on it and
Yeah,
everything
it's a
like that.
tattoo
And
jacket, fake tattoos, fake
Yeah,
jacket,
good stuff.
and a condom hat.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, now Dice.
Yeah.
What
Yeah,
about
what-
you? What about
what's the problem?
What about your TV show? How's it going? How's
The
it?
show has been canceled. The show has been. You
But-
think that's funny? I'm worth $40 million. Yo, shut your mouth. That's why I'm smiling.
Dice, they canceled his show. I feel bad
on
about
May
that,
the
Dice.
11th,
I don't feel bad about it. On May the 11th, on HBO, Assume the Position. Andrew Dice Clay is back in concert on HBO.
So now-
Assume the Position.
Wait a minute, weren't you
understand?
the guy that was clowning around saying, I ain't going back to my old act, I've changed my
It
act?
isn't my old act. It's a new act. Why don't you pay attention? Who is this
But
guy?
you're doing your
I'll
own-
fire you myself. I'll take your job. I'll move to Houston just so they fire you.
Dice, you're doing your old act right now. Come
This
on.
ain't my old act. This is my personality.
Oh, this is you.
yeah,
huh?
that's right.
Oh,
Why don't you turn your teeth in backwards and bite your throat, stupid
So
ass?
Dice
What do you
Man.
say? What do you say?
You know what I'm saying?
Is he getting pissed off?
He's like a human butt plug, this guy. He's going to get me nuts in a minute.
You know, I don't have a hat like that, but if I had one, I could be a good
Exactly.
butt
Take your
plug.
toupee
Yeah, it would
off.
be
Let's
very
see the
nice.
you
real
want to
head,
borrow the
okay?
hat? Is that what's
Nice
pissing you
head.
off?
Go ahead.
I want to ask, assume the position.
Assume the Position on HBO.
Is that like,
May 11th.
does the audience assume the position?
What are you
Is it-
saying? I'm not allowed to have my own style as a comic? Is that what you're saying?
No.
What are you saying?
I thought
have you
maybe,
heard the new
I thought
act?
maybe,
Have you heard the new material? No.
You're
on
doing-
May 11th, assume the
You've
position.
always been Dice
I haven't-
Clay. You're Dice Clay
exactly.
right now. That's
Andrew Dice Clay. There
Yeah.
is no more mistake. You see, when I did the TV show, they
Yeah, what
said,
happened?
You got to drop the Dice attitude. You got to drop the Dice
Well,
name.
I don't
and
think
now
you dropped
saw
it
what
on the
happened.
TV.
They had to drop the show because I wasn't giving the public what they want.
I
On
still
Assume
thought
the
it was the Dice Man doing the
I
show.
wasn't enjoying it.
You weren't as-
I was enjoying doing a TV show, but I didn't think they gave it the edge it needed.
Yeah, well,
You know,
They
if
wouldn't
you-
let you. They didn't want you to be edgy.
They
You know?
didn't want the. They said they were going to do it, but they didn't do it, and
Dice.
that gets me crazy.
do you get laid a lot? I mean, really?
Constantly.
I mean, you know, they hit on you. It's
I
the-
got a feeling. I got a feeling you're not
I
getting
do.
any.
Believe me, I
There's
do.
a midget under the
can't
table right
begin
now.
to
No,
understand
I got a
that.
feeling you're needing of something, Dice, or you wouldn't have that
Well,
attitude.
bend over.
You
I'll
don't
paint tits on your back. So anyway. You see, and that's a new
Wait a
heckle
minute,
line.
maybe I'll try
You're
that.
making
Go.
me use my new heckle lines. This is not fair. He's getting me, this guy.
Somebody get him a mark.
I don't know why
I know they're beeping. I know I didn't say nothing wrong. I know you're beeping on the other end, Houston. It's okay.
well, you could say titties, sandals. We wouldn't have to beep that.
All right. But,
So you would draw sandals on his back, and then
yeah, I'll draw sandals. Either way.
Dice.
Grab
you
his
were
ears
brought up in
going
the
down.
Bronx.
No, Brooklyn.
In
What
Brooklyn.
is with this station?
Isn't it the
Nobody
same
gets-
thing?
Well, it's different haircuts.
I mean,
Oh, there you go, and different hats.
Actually,
So
no,
was
the
there
kid
a lot of-
salami hat comes from the Bronx.
there's a lot of stuff like, you know, bend over and assume the position,
Yeah,
the coming out of
exactly,
Brooklyn, and
exactly.
draw
Hey, Dice.
things on your
It's a
back.
certain kind. Let's
Did you
face it,
ever
I'm
have
not
to
for
do a
everybody.
guy? Did you ever have to do a guy just to prove your manhood in the
You ever have
Brooklyn?
to do it?
I've never done that. I
You
haven't
have never done
crossed-
a guy? You have never done a guy?
No,
Just
not,
to,
not as far
would
as I
you-
remember.
You know, like Dennis Rodman or somebody like that you've always lusted for, something like that? I'm only guessing.
Are
I'm
you
only-
doing faggot material now?
Oh,
What are
no,
you
no,
doing?
no, not me.
The
no,
thing in
not
New
doing
York-
a guy with a hat on
I
like
got
that.
a lot of trouble for doing
You got the
faggot
hat
material.
on.
No faggot material.
You came here.
Got it?
You came here with the faggy hat.
None of that stuff.
Okay.
Well,
now,
Touchy situation.
We're just thinking
Uh-oh.
that maybe in the Bronx and Brooklyn
Yeah,
and stuff,
Brooklyn
you have
what?
to be that way. I mean, you have to, sometimes do a guide.
No, don't you guys?
Like
You
Mark
guys are
and Jerry,
supposed to be in show business. You guys are supposed to know
we're
entertainment.
Wait a minute.
And you
Dice,
guys.
Dice, this is radio. This is not show business.
Oh, okay.
This is
Hey,
all
so
together.
we did our movie. We were in Chuck Norris's movie. I mean, the Chuck Norris movie, Sidekicks.
He'll remember it in a
Chuck
minute.
Norris.
Chuck Norris.
Chuck Norris, you remember Chuck
I mean,
I
Norris.
love Chuck
Karate
Norris.
guy.
No, I don't piss
Sidekicks.
on Chucky. I happen to be personal friends with Chuck.
Oh,
Well,
really?
so are we.
That's
30.
right.
We did. We were at least in there 30 minutes and anchoring the whole film.
I didn't see that movie.
You didn't see
You know
I
why?
saw the new series.
You
I
know
like
why
the
you didn't
series.
see it? Piscopo was in it.
Yeah, Joe
I like
Piscopo.
Piscopo
You do?
too. He's also a personal friend of mine.
Oh, really?
Well, Piscopo said
Yeah,
you
why you
suck.
gotta piss on Piscopo?
Well, he was saying some bad things about you. I had to defend you.
let
I'm
him
saying,
say
hey,
it
the
to
Dice
me.
Man
Let him
rules.
say him to me.
I said the Dice Man rules.
I respect when it's said to me, but I know.
As a matter of fact,
Piscopo
when
don't
we
pick
said
on
Dice Man rules, you know what Joe said?
Yeah.
He's Piscopo poor. That's what he said.
But then again, he's got that girl, so.
Yeah, he does have a nice girl.
Yeah.
So
Nice.
you
Jerry
can
Lee
say
Lewis
whatever you
is
want
jealous.
about Joe. All he's got to say is, yeah, but look at my chick.
Say
He
what
had
you
the
want.
balls to take the babysitter.
Yeah.
I like that.
I really
Dice Man, back to your old act. You know, I saw you in concert at the Summit, Houston, and I think, did you ever really bend the woman over? Did you bend the woman?
Nobody cares what you think.
I gotta wonder.
All right.
Whether or
All right,
not you've
wondering's
ever
fine.
actually bent a woman over and put your drink on the person.
on her ass. She used it to put a
You see
pizza
what I
on.
mean? Why do people take all these jokes like it's
Well,
reality?
we thought maybe
Is it?
somewhere in your history.
Well, maybe somewhere in my history things got close to that.
Well, Piscopo said he did those things, but he said you just stole his
Piscopo
stuff.
can do anything he wants. He's got
the
that
girl.
chick.
He got the chick. Yeah.
Hey, Dice, before you go, I got to remind you of something.
ahead.
You remember the time you were on our show many years ago?
No.
And we were talking to you on a telephone.
What show?
Okay.
We actually
Stevens
were on-
I think
Pruett.
this is the only radio show I've
Well,
ever
of course
done.
not.
Do you
But-
think this
but
is
you
what
guys
This
I
is
lay
the
around?
best show you've ever
You
done.
got to
I like
remember.
this
You
show.
got to remember.
You guys got spunk. I like it.
You
gotta
don't
remember-
talk much. What is he?
And we're gonna have
training this
hats.
guy?
Well, he's
Where am I going to get in?
Wait a minute. Hold on. You got to
Let
remember.
him talk.
You got to remember when we
All
were
of a sudden,
talking
we
to
sat
you.
down. All of a sudden, he's the leader.
I'm the
You're gonna
leader.
take-
Yes.
Go ahead.
We were talking to you, and all of a sudden we said.
I got to tell
we-
you right now, I don't remember ever talking to you. But if you want to bring something up, I'll listen to it.
It was the time when we had Sam Kennison
But I
on
don't
the show.
remember it.
Do you remember when Sam Kennison was on the show?
No, I know.
And you called him what did he call
A name.
him?
You
Well,
told
why
him to
would you
go
want
fuck
to talk
himself.
about him at this
Well, he
moment?
wanted to do a joke on you about doing movies
He was
that have
making
cars
fun of your
names.
movie. He was making fun of your movie.
All right.
You don't remember that?
No,
No.
I don't.
Damn, I'm very disappointed.
So,
I thought for sure.
are you going to do any more movies with car names?
I'm sure I'll do a lot of movies. I don't know if they're going to be named after cars.
Yeah.
Yeah. But if they want to name them after cars, that's okay, too.
And they have a Ford Fairlane here in the museum. Would you like to?
Kids, you see this
Well, that
guy?
was your movie. I'm just
So
trying to.
what? Do you think I
Don't you get
can't?
some
What
video
he
of
really
it?
was?
He doesn't want to be reminded of that movie, and how can you can't blame
Exactly.
him
The
for that.
$5 million they paid me meant nothing.
Yeah.
What do you get paid a year?
about
about
$5
$50.
Real
$50.
jerk off this guy is. I don't believe that. This is the jerk off I always get, like on satellite, that always brings up the car joke. Okay, so let's
All right.
talk about you. Okay,
Well, it's fine. We can talk about me, but
it
you're
seems
the
to
guest.
bother you. Look at you. I'm the guest. We talked about Ford Fairlane.
Okay.
You don't want to acknowledge the pay I make. You don't want to acknowledge.
No, it's
that
okay
I'm
if
the
you make a
biggest
lot of
comic
money.
in the history of comedy.
It's okay if you
that
make a
I'm
lot of money, Dice.
What's that?
It's okay if you make a lot of money. No
It's
one's
not
upset
about
with
money.
you.
Do you make a lot of money? What do you make?
I
What do
don't
you
know,
make?
a couple
Couple
bucks.
hundred
Just
thousand
I
a year?
just probably
What
get
can you
along.
do with that? That's not even enough for sweatpants for me. Friggin' jerk off. Guy's a jerk off. How do you work with him? Let him talk. I'm telling you.
Let him talk. Go ahead, talk.
I feel like the kid on the
Let
porch
me
in
sign
Deliverance.
this thing. I like him. I'm going to take you on the road.
So,
I'll make you a
before
rich
you
man
leave,
just for
Mr. Dice
keeping your
Man,
mouth shut.
Mr.
Have
Dice,
him sign something, ladies
would you like to urge kids to stay in school and not smoke?
Yeah, stay in school, don't smoke. I
Thanks,
give a
Dice.
crap what kids do. I got to stay on the radio and fight with this guy. All day. I'm going to come back.
It's
man.
been-
I'm coming-
it's been
after
more
every
than-
interview. I'm going to come back.
On May the 11th, it's going to be an HBO special.
Assume the position,
Yeah.
and you're a target. I want your name. I want to talk about you all over
My
the country
name.
because I didn't mean that thing. I want to make it right on HBO.
Andrew Dice Clay.
There he goes. With his hat.
Well, good morning, radio friend. How you doing? Good. Guess what? It's a wonderful day on the radio. Wonderful day on the radio because you're listening to the best of Stevens and Pruett. Well, you have yourself a swell day. I'm on my way to the psychiatrist, and guess who's fronting the bill? Rock 101, KLOL.